Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. From the moment we start tinkering with our FPL teams, the players that we all want to go for are the shiny premiums: Salah, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Kane, Trent Alexander-Arnold and many more like them. The problem is our budget is limited, and when we want to go for the premiums, we also have to include some enablers. That is exactly what we are going to be talking about in this video, the 4.5 million goalkeepers and defenders. So let's start with the goalkeepers first. One of the best 4.5 million goalkeeper options is Robert Sanchez of Brighton. He made 27 appearances last season, keeping 10 clean sheets and scoring 101 FPL points. The fixtures at the start of the season looked decent for Brighton, and if I had to pick one 4.5 million goalkeeper, it would be Robert Sanchez. The next goalkeeper I want to talk about is Ben Foster. Ben Foster was the #1 goalkeeper for Watford, starting 23 games and keeping 10 clean sheets at the start of last season. He got injured midway through the season and he was replaced by Daniel Bachmann. Out of all the 4 million goalkeepers, Ben Foster is the only one that I assume has any chance of starting. Now let's talk about the other Watford goalkeeper, Daniel Bachmann. As I said earlier, when Ben Foster got injured midway through the season, he was replaced by Daniel Bachmann. Ever since then, he has been the starting goalkeeper for Watford, keeping 13 clean sheets in 23 games. I think the FPL people assume that Daniel Bachmann is going to be the starting goalkeeper. That is why they've priced Bachmann at 4.5 and Foster at 4. But if you are interested in going for the Watford goalkeeper, I suggest you go for both of them. So irrespective of who starts, you will always have goalkeeping cover. The next goalkeeper that we are going to talk about is Guaita of Crystal Palace. He has been priced at 4.5 million this season, and although the fixtures are not the best at the start of the season, if you are looking for a solid option who starts all the games, Guaita is your man. He made 37 appearances last season, scoring 124 FPL points and keeping 8 clean sheets. Another 4.5 million nailed-on goalkeeper is David Raya of Brentford. He made 42 appearances last season, keeping 16 clean sheets, and is definitely a solid option to consider. But would I pick him over Robert Sanchez? I would not. One more nailed-on 4.5 million goalkeeper is Tim Krul of Norwich City. He made 36 appearances last season, keeping 17 clean sheets and saving 2 penalties. Just like there is a combination of Daniel Bachmann and Ben Foster at 4.5 and 4 million, Tim Krul also has a similar combination, with the second Norwich City goalkeeper being just 4 million. I would also like to mention Alex McCarthy and Forster of Southampton. They are both 4.5 million, and since we don't know which is going to be the starting one, I'm just giving both of them a mention. A similar combination is found at Newcastle, where Dubravka and Darlow are both 4.5 million, but we don't know who is going to start. If you were to ask me, I would say Alex McCarthy would start for Southampton, and Dubravka would start for Newcastle. To conclude, I would like to say that I still feel that Robert Sanchez is the best 4.5 million option, but I would like to give a shout out to Watford, who were the best defensive team in the division, conceding just 30 goals, but would that translate to Premier League? Only time will tell. Now let's move on to the defenders. Unlike the goalkeepers, I think there are a lot more defensive options in 4.5 million defenders, but I would just like to discuss the ones that I feel are the best. The first defender that I would like to talk about is Lamptey of Brighton. He has great starting fixtures, is nailed on when fit, and is a really attacking right back. Although the numbers don't do justice to his performances, but I think at 4.5 million, Lamptey is a solid option. The next defender that I would like to talk about is Wesley Fofana. A Leicester defender nailed on to start at just 4.5 million is always a good thing. He made 28 appearances last season, scoring 71 points and keeping 7 clean sheets. The next defender is Luke Ayling. He made 38 appearances in the Premier League last season and was ever present in the Leeds defense. Although I was expecting more from him in an attacking sense, but a 4.5 million nailed-on Leeds defender is a good thing. The next defender that I would like to mention is Matt Lowton. He has nailed on a starting place in the Burnley defense, as he made 34 appearances last season, scoring 103 FPL points. He kept 10 clean sheets, scored 1 goal and 1 assist. The Burnley left-back Charlie Taylor is also priced at 4.5 million, so he could be an alternative, but I prefer Matt Lowton to Charlie Taylor. The next defender is Ben White. Actually, all the Brighton defenders could get a mention here. For example, Joel Weltman or Dan Burn, they are all valued at 4.5 million, You could go for any of them. Why I picked Ben White is because there are rumors that he could get a transfer to Arsenal, and a starting Arsenal defender at 4.5 million is a good thing. Another solid 4.5 million option is Bednarek of Southampton. He's going to start all the games he's nailed on, but the fixtures don't look the best at the start of the season, so you might want to bring him in later. At 4.5 million, you could also go for Rob Holding. The Arsenal defender is pretty much nailed on to start all the games, unless Ben White joins Arsenal. In that case, you could go for Ben White. If you are looking for a solid nailed-on defender who starts all the games, then you could go for Conor Cody. He's been downpriced by $500,000, and in the previous 2 seasons he's just missed 1 game. The last player that I'm going to talk about is Max Aarons of Norwich City. The attacking right back scored 2 goals and 2 assists in 45 appearances last season. I think he's due a transfer and many clubs are looking at him, so come the start of the season we could see him at a different club. I would also like to mention a couple of Watford defenders because they conceded just 30 goals last season in the Championship. The 2 defenders that I like from Watford are Kiko Femenia and Adam Messina. Kiko Femenia got 4 assists and Adam Messina scored 2 goals, and all the Watford defenders including Danny Rose, who's just joined them, are valued at 4.5 million or below. So with this, we come to an end of this edition of the video about 4.5 million goalkeepers and defenders. If you think there are any defenders in the 4.5 million bracket that I forgot to mention or who deserve a mention, give them a shout out in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave a big like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you very soon with more FPL content. Till then, take care, bye bye.